Hello everybody and welcome to the 20 subscriber special. 21 subscriber special. 28 subscribe 3 billion subscriber 8 trillion 21 subscriber special. And this we will be taking a look at prequels and sequels that I actually kind of want. This video was not an original idea by me. It was actually an idea by a loyal fan. His name is Kevin B. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I don't really want to check your username right now because I'm making a video. But if you're watching this, you get a shout out even though I don't think you've made any videos. But okay. So let's start off with the fact that I don't like most sequels. Now obviously there are exceptions, like the Lord of the Rings films. They're really good. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a prequel to a prequel. And I'm pretty sure that Silence of the Lambs is a sequel. But there's not a long list of sequels that I actually really like. Most of them I've scored the original higher. And I'm usually against the idea of sequels and prequels. But let's start off with one that I think that if they do it correctly, this could really work. The Usual Suspects 2. Spoilers for the first Usual Suspects. Skip to 340 if you don't want any spoilers. We good? We good? We good. Okay, so now I know Boston. That sounds like an awful idea. The first film's plot ended. You have Verlikind, and it's discovered that he's Keyser Söze. What I'm saying is that if they do the sequel correctly in the way I think they would, it could be really good. Now, I don't think it would rival the first one. No, not at all. If it were to come out, it wouldn't rival the first one at all. But what I mean is, they could have a story in which the cops are now trying to hunt down Keyser Söze. You could get Kevin Spacey back or something. I don't really care. But you can't make this a prequel. You can't. Actually, there is a prequel idea here. You could have it be about more awful things that Keyser Söze has done. But I would prefer if it was a chase movie with the cops being on Keyser Söze's trail. And now that they know what he looks like, it's probably going to be very tense. Now, I would like it if they focused on the cops, so you could also focus on Keyser Söze. You could do a thing where like it switches point of views. Now, as I said, there is a prequel idea open here. I don't think it'll be good, so I really don't want that to happen. But if they were to do a Usual Suspects sequel or prequel, the prequel should be about more adventures and stories about Keyser Söze, and the sequel should be about the cops tracking down Keyser Söze. Well, anyways, welcome back, you people who have not seen Usual Suspects, and if you haven't seen Usual Suspects, I'm sorry. But let's get on to the next film I really want a sequel for, The Departed. The Departed is a sequel that is really tricky to handle. This is another one of those, if it's handled right, it could be something special. Again, most of these are going to be spoiler filled, so if you have not seen The Departed, skip to 6:30. So we've all seen The Departed? Good. So we have that mind-blowing ending where everyone dies except Mark Wahlberg. And since Mark Wahlberg was like the only one who knew that Matt Damon was a rat for the mafia, you could have someone figure that out. Like one of the neighbors heard the noise and blinked and barely saw his face. And they have like enough ability, they like recognize it, and Now the cops are on his tail and it's a chase. And now he's got to go clear his name. Now, from what you're hearing, Boston, it sounds like The Fugitive. No, it's not The Fugitive. Because he did kill Matt Damon's character. It's the truth. And now he's got to find all the information that would prove that he is guilty. And like they could check security cameras at the apartment if there are, let's just say there are some and he didn't notice for some reason. Or let's say someone like videoed him killing Matt Damon's character. And now he's got to find the information to prove that Matt Damon's character was guilty. This sounds like a really good sequel. If you get Martin Scorsese back, you get the same screenwriters, I'm telling you, we would have an instant classic. It might sound dumb to you, but to me, this sounds really good. There's no prequel that I thought of at all. But, you might be wondering, you can't make a sequel because this doesn't tie into the main character of the last film. It doesn't. It ties into a side character, and those sequels usually are not the best, but sometimes they can be pretty good. Anyways, I gotta welcome back the people who haven't seen The Departed. Welcome back, people who have not seen The Departed. If you haven't seen The Departed, go watch it right now. Birdman, or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. Sorry for that really weird cut. But anyways, this one isn't really going to be that spoilery, but if it is, I don't really know. Just skip to... Okay, let's just skip to 9 minutes into the video or something. I don't really know. Skip somewhere. I don't care. I'll leave a timestamp. I'll leave timestamps in the description or something. Birdman, or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. This one is going to be kind of a reverse of the last two, of the last one. Now, as we all know, the original is about Michael Keaton, and everyone only knows him for Birdman, and he's trying to do this play to get his name off of the Birdman movies. This one is about an actor who loves getting these recognitions from all these people. And because the superhero genre is at its peak right now, has been at its peak. He worked when it was like at its absolute peak. But let's be honest, we're kind of getting out of the superhero phase. The Avengers didn't make #1 at the box office in 2015. Jurassic World beat that by a landslide. I mean the summer, of course. The X-Men films are probably not going to do as they are now, as they used to because of Hugh Jackman being gone. And then, of course, there's so many superhero movies, but they're really starting to slow down. And once the superhero genre has, entered its point bottom, and, there's 4 Marvel movies left, I don't know. You could release this film, and it's about this actor, and because the superhero genre is disappearing and he's losing recognition, he's gotta find a way to get. No one will accept him because he doesn't make money anymore. He's gotta try to fund projects. Again, this is another one handled well, really good. Handled badly, terrible. And I just think this is a really good idea. I think it's a great idea. So, that's about the end of it. It sounds like a rehash of the original, but it's not, because they don't accept his name anymore because he doesn't make any money. Anyways, if you're back from wherever, I don't even know what time I told you to go to anymore. But anyways, the next film actually isn't going to be spoiler filled because my next one is a prequel. And that movie is Pulp Fiction. Now, Pulp Fiction is not a film I want a sequel to. I would like to see a prequel to Pulp Fiction. Again, this is another handle well, really good, not handle well, really bad. And this is going to be about Vincent Vega. It's going to be the same 3 stories, a prequel to like the entire film. Just like the stories, they're like really similar. Like they involve some of the same characters, excluding the one with Mia Wallace, whatever that one was called, I forgot. The Gold Watch story that would be about Butch, like handling his boxing career and getting into the mafia and like how he got involved with Marcellus Wallace. Bonnie's Situation's prequel could be about how like they found out about the briefcase. I'm not saying they reveal what's in the briefcase. That's an awful idea. No, never do that. But they learn what's in there. We don't find out, but we learn what's in there. But we don't learn what's in there. The characters learn what's in there. And it could be like how they track down how Vincent Vega and Jules met. And for the third story, it could be about how Marcellus and Mia Wallace met. But if that was made, that part probably wouldn't be the best. But you gotta add a prequel to the first story. But yeah, that's about all I'm gonna say right now because I'm running out of space on my phone. But if you would like to see a part 2 to this video, please comment in the comment section down below. And I'll see you next time. Gotta go back to playing some Super Mario 64 DS. Bye.